Love, when you abuse my goodwill.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, I want to join you in welcoming colleagues back from this short, long, whatever the case may be, recess. Again, it is sad that government is not properly constituted here yet. My colleague mentioned that there is 5 dozens of ministers. That's actually not entirely true. There are 6.5 dozens when you to do the math. So it's important that representation here gets to be good. Honourable Speaker, I have 2 quick issues. There's a lot that's been happening during recess, but now that we are here, I thought that I would bring these 2 quick issues to the attention of government. We have had, and Honourable Speaker, I'm sure you have taken note of media reports, international media, showing that there is a deal that's been agreed upon between the US government and the Uganda government to bring US deportees here. We don't know whether they are former criminals or whatever or current, whatever the case might be. The Minister of State for Internal Foreign Affairs, Honorable Okello Oryem, denied these reports initially, but then the reports persisted days later. I think it's important for government to help us understand here. Is it true? If so, how? What's the arrangement? What kind of people are these? Do they not have their countries where they originally come from? Why Uganda? And if Uganda, where? I think all of these issues need to come through. And if the reports are untrue, it would be good that they clarify here on the floor of Parliament and say it is entirely untrue. Then we know how to proceed. But if it is true, let's not operate surreptitiously. The country needs to know who are these. Somebody might wake up and there's a criminal as their neighbor and they have no idea. The second issue and final issue, Right Honourable Speaker. For the umpteenth time, Right Honourable Speaker, I've raised issues to do with prisoners who, as a result of the Supreme Court ruling on the 31st of January this year, which was to the effect that civilians have no place before military courts. And all those files should be transferred to civilian courts. That was an order of the Supreme Court. Up until now, Honourable Speaker, that has not happened. Each time we raise the issue here, the Attorney General has said, well, Article 120, the DPP cannot be ordered around. The DPP, who is now exiting that office to become principal judge, has not moved. We get back to you, government. What is happening? Honourable Speaker, there has been 2 recent rulings. One, Sechitole Koyasin, also known as Machete versus Uganda, and another, Agaba Anthony, also known as Bob Young versus Uganda. These 2 were sent to jail by the court-martial. Now, the court-martial is functus official, no longer has any jurisdiction over them. They went to the High Court to seek bail as their cases get to be processed whichever way. There is 2 rulings here, one by the Honourable Justice Professor Andrew Hauha and the Honourable Justice Emmanuel Baguma that I want to lay here. These rulings are to the effect, court was saying, we cannot entertain a matter which has not been properly brought before us as the High Court. So the High Court was saying the Supreme Court said those files should be transferred to the civilian courts, the High Court. That has not happened yet. And so court is saying, you go back to jail because for us we don't have any authority over you. There is ping pong, Right Honourable Speaker. Rights are being trampled upon. Justice is not being served. Where should these people go? Because that would also mean they are illegally in jail. Because the court-martial that sent them to jail is functus official, has no authority over them anymore. The High Court, which should be entertaining their matters, is saying, you're not before us, we don't know you. Where should they run to? Honourable Speaker, government needs to clarify this matter. Are they in perpetual violation of a Supreme Court ruling? What's happening exactly? We need to know. And I've tabled the rulings, Right Honourable Speaker. Thank you.
I think we shall get a clarification from the Attorney General on that. But then on the first one, we have a gateway to it. We should not just speculate that there was an agreement. You will ask the minister to bring a report as per Rule 41 of the Rules of Procedure. That is presentation of treaties, protocols, or international agreements before Parliament. So we'll expect that from the minister responsible. Yes.
I want to thank you very much. You did speak about the political season we are in. For me, I came here ready to congratulate you for your victory against the former speaker. But I had also thought that the NRM would be generous to celebrate with us what transpired in Kololo. We saw chairs flying in air. But I thought we'll start with congratulating you, the Speaker of Parliament, for your big victory. But related to that, Madam Speaker, in this political season, because I saw you in the last Parliament, we were celebrating smaller things. The former Speaker was about, I don't know how many years, you brought flowers here for her. So I thought when you contest and win an election, Parliament should congratulate you, because in the past it has congratulated smaller things. So, Madam Speaker,
Honorable
can I
Semuju,
raise my issue, Madam Speaker?
Honorable Semuju, those are our internal matters for NRM.
No, Madam Speaker, I don't, because when you say they are internal, I'll leave it, but political parties are public institutions. But for me, Madam Speaker, another issue related to politics. The deteriorating civic space. I have just had a conversation with this State Minister for Foreign Affairs. I had a smaller meeting this afternoon as MP for Chira Municipality with my constituents near where you get the police. The tents have been confiscated. I was in Mitiana as the Chief of Staff and Brand Manager of PFF to open an office wherein new leaders and introduce my party to that area. Police said you cannot have a meeting in a tent, maybe you go in a hall. We walked 3 kilometers to the Catholic church outside the city. And then when we were coming back to open the office, they said you were in a procession and tear gassed us. They are the ones who took us there. Then they said, don't come back to open the office, you are in a procession. Tear gas. So I wanted you, Madam Speaker, since we have the Minister of Internal Affairs, tell us if political parties are banned. If an MP cannot address a meeting in his constituency, that we should go and look for permits. Our leader, Dr. Kizza Besigye, who fought for the freedom of this country, remains in jail 8 months later. The one who was tweeting President Museveni when he was sick in Ruwero. And that's why, by the way, when you are defeating the Honorable Kadaga, I was very happy. The senior people have conspired to let down the country. You want to take away my happiness? It is mine, it is personal. So Dr. Besigye, who fought, I saw her, she said she was very senior. There are those who were with Museveni in the bush, tweeted him. Sam Mugumya, who was with you in FDC before I joined, he was kidnapped. Up to now, we don't know where he is. So my issue, Madam Speaker, is the issue of deteriorating civic space that I ask the minister responsible, since he's here, to tell us.
Thank you. Honourable members, you will hear from the minister. It seems he's not aware of it. You've spoken to him? You said you spoke to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, not Internal Affairs. You spoke to Foreign Affairs. So you need to give your information to Internal Affairs so that he's able to come and respond with all the evidence and that kind of thing. Let's not just, can we go to the next item? You people.
The flexibility. The Honorable Semuju, in passing, mentions the abduction of a citizen well known to all of us in the name of Sam Mugumya. That up to now, his whereabouts are unknown. Will the Ministry of Internal Affairs volunteer information to this country, whether he's in knowledge of the whereabouts of a one Sam Mugumya or not, and if he does know where he is, to understand why he's not anywhere in any court, and whatever is happening to him, that his family can have an idea of how to rescue him in a formal way. Right, Honourable Speaker, abduction is a big thing in this country. We have jostled about it here. We have had issues here with abduction and disappearances. Shall we add Sam Mugumya on the list of missing Ugandans when actually was in Uganda? Shall we have that clarified, right, Honourable Speaker?
Thank you. You will come back with a report to give us that information on where Sam Mugumya is. Next item.
Item 3 on the order paper.